were the Capitol rioters chanting "Hang Mike Pence" as they stormed the Capitol building on January 6th. And a new report from the New York Times has revealed how Donald Trump reacted to his rabid supporters chanting "Hang Mike Pence." In fact, it turns out that he wanted them to hang Mike Pence, something that we already kind of suspected, but now it's been confirmed. So shortly after hundreds of rioters at the Capitol started chanting "Hang Mike Pence" on January 6th, 2021, the White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, told colleagues that President Trump was complaining that the vice president was being whisked to safety. Meadows, according to an account provided to the House committee investigating January 6th, then told the colleagues that Trump had said something to the effect of, maybe Pence should be hanged. Before I go further, I mean, John, are you at all surprised about this?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, like, it's the sort of thing that obviously should matter. It won't, like if it was on tape, it wouldn't matter. If he said it now, it wouldn't matter.
I mean, I don't put it past him to say it at some point. Yeah, maybe they should have hung him.
It's the party's a death cult. Like they would like him more. Like it's like Duterte was, just speaking a couple days ago. Someone had compared him to Vladimir Putin, and he said, "No, we're not the same."
That's the president of the Philippines.
Exactly. Yes. No, I'm a killer, but I kill criminals. He kills kids and the elderly. I kill criminals. And honestly, I don't know why the Republicans don't do stuff like that. Like, why don't they talk about how much they want to kill someone with their bare hands? Their base would absolutely love it.
Hold.
They're gonna like this.
Yeah, I mean,
this is gonna be the dark MAGA thing. They're gonna do laser eyes or something. It's gonna be very cool and like hip that Trump, supports his followers murdering his second in command. And we're lame, honestly, that we don't get how cool that is. We're out of touch and lame that we think in our government we shouldn't have politicians calling for members of their own party to be murdered.
The right wing calls for violence incessantly in their own way, right? They won't specifically say, I want you guys to go shoot this person or that person, but they call for civil war. You have Trump, remember as protests were underway in the summer of 2020, Trump was tweeting things like, when the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Yep.
He told extreme right-wing gang members to stand back and stand by. Like and
then they did.
They did. Yeah. There was a young woman who was run over by a freaking neo-Nazi in Charleston early on in his presidency, and he refused to condemn them.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, at least in that case, the right wing did, they changed as a result of it. They passed, multiple state laws to allow you to run over protesters.
That's right. That is what they did.
They did do that. So that was the case where it mattered.
They love violence. They love death.
Yeah, no, they call for vigilante justice. Kyle Rittenhouse kills people. They double down on it. They talk about replacement theory. You get the Tree of Life shooting. You get the Buffalo shooting. They double down even more. They can say whatever they want, and there are no mechanisms left to do anything about it. There were, even not that long ago, you would have Glenn Beck spreading anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, and he was actually pulled. Bill O'Reilly with the sexual harassment stuff, they actually fired him. We're way past all of that.
After there was enough pressure, by the way. It took a while.
Yeah, but I don't think what would Tucker Carlson
stuff earlier and
what would Tucker Carlson have to do to get fired
nothing.
right now? That's my point.
No, he's untouchable. They love it.
We have moved so far beyond any of that. Yeah, there are no bounds.
The country has, I didn't think, I was so naive. I didn't think it could get worse than what the country was like under George W. Bush. I was like, man, this president's really bad. It can't get worse than this. And look, in some ways, certainly with foreign policy and stuff like that, Bush was worse. But that's damning with faint praise. Look at Trump in every other regard. He loves the division. He instigates the division. He calls for violence. In fact, let me give you more from the story. Trump, watching television throughout the riot, spoke approvingly of those chants as he discussed them with Meadows and possibly other aides, according to the testimony that the committee has heard. So another witness, Cassidy Hutchinson, a former aide to Meadows, who was present in the office when he recounted Trump's remarks, was asked by the committee about the account and confirmed it, according to people familiar with the panel's work. But a lawyer for Meadows says he has every reason to believe that the account of what Meadows said is untrue. Why? Like, what do you mean you have every reason to believe? What are the reasons? I want to know the reasons why you would believe this.
I don't know. I wouldn't trust anything that they say. I don't care. He probably said it because he's a complete and utter monster. This is something a monster would say, so I find it very easy to believe that he would say it. But it doesn't change anything if he said it or not. Like literally for anyone else, not for me. We're way past the line. There's nothing he can say or do that's gonna redeem him or turn him into a monster. He's already there. This is what it's about. It's novel, I suppose, that they're talking about killing their own side. That's switching it up from what normally, the only way that the right changes over time is to what extent they're telling their base, you need to be like lustful for the blood of people outside of the country or here. Maybe during the 80s, it's more about welfare queens and stuff, or maybe they're focusing on migrant caravans. And then maybe for a few years, they're talking more about Muslims in the Middle East and how scary they are. That changes from time to time. Should you want these people to be gunned down and massacred, or should you want these people to be gunned down and massacred? But that's pretty much it. And now we're very much on the domestic version of it, where you should be scared of all these people. You should be scared of migrants, you should be scared of scary dark people. Also teachers, I suppose, they're all trying to have sex with your kids. You should just be scared of everybody. You should gun them all down.
Did you see Paul Gosar try to claim that the shooter in Uvalde, Texas was a transgender person?
Yep, and Candace Owens
because by the way, and these are people who claim don't politicize. But they love to exploit a tragedy to, first of all, lie about who the perpetrator is and put in their anti-transgender rhetoric, somehow injected into the situation. No, these people are just pure evil. Absolute evil. They love violence, they love death. And I don't know, man, it is actually kind of shocking that luckily, okay, obviously I don't want this to happen, that there hasn't been another politician in the, who's facing the ire of these lunatics who has been physically harmed. It's actually pretty shocking. I'm happy that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, you have Gabby Giffords and stuff.
I know, but
yeah.
And in this case, I'm talking about Trump inspired, the Trump era. There's an extra layer of viciousness to it, and the behavior is so unbelievably vile and brazenly so. Because if you can remember, Sarah Palin got in trouble when she put out a political ad that used crosshairs. She had to apologize for that. I mean, can you imagine a Republican politician apologizing for anything today?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
The crosshairs would be the least offensive part of a Marjorie Greene ad.
Oh, totally.
At this point.
Totally.